Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Pabloon, aka Padloon. And today it is the third day or the third video in my little mini-series with the Warhammer ships. Today we're taking a look at the IGNIS PURGATIO. I think that's how you say it. And what this ship can do. This is a Tirpitz at heart, or the template is the Tirpitz. We had Amagi Ragnarok, we have Cross of Thorn and Odin, and then we have Tirpitz and IGNIS PURGATIO. So this thing, if you've played Tirpitz or Bitsmart, you know what this thing does. But if you compare IGNIS to Tirpitz and Bitsmart, you're gonna be seeing that there's a big difference. I wish I could read what this says, but the pixels are simply too bad. Do not question the will of the Emperor. Okay, so something with Emperors. I think, yeah, that's what we need to know. Now, what does this thing do? Well, IGNIS PURGATIO is, like I said, a Tirpitz, so you actually get some torpedoes, which is really good. Along with that, comes the cream of the crop. You get 4 or the Emperor skills that increases secondary gun and anti-aircraft weaponry firing range by 20%. That's pretty big. Now, this thing's auto secondary range is, where is it? 5.30. So you can see it's over a kilometer extra you get. Which is quite nice, especially for the Tirpitz here. These ships don't have the longest auto secondary range, so just kind of boost it up. And the fact that you have 4, well, it makes it so you can kind of just use it every time you face somebody. I had in the gameplay I used it. I think I used all 4, maybe 3. And then on top of that, you get radar. So if you're fighting a destroyer, which we also will in the gameplay, you can radar, and well, you guys know what happens after that. They disappear into the depths of the ocean. I went with the damage reduction here because, I mean, torpedo damage reduction, just not really worth it. Definitely take this. My commander, I didn't go for a, what's it called? Warhammer commander. I tried to get this Hildegard commander here because she's got Close Quarters Combat Expert Plus. So I thought maybe some of you have this. This is still kind of realistic. And I would definitely get a commander that has this skill or something that boosts your brawling capabilities. Of course, you could put Franz von Hipper or somebody else, Luchens, and that would be even better. But not everybody has those commanders, and these are more prevalent, so that's why I picked it. You could probably also notice I have AA. I don't think you should pick this, but I did it just because it increases your AA damage and range, or at least range. Let me just check so I don't say something wrong here. Oh yeah, it's only range, but still, the 20% increase to AA, and this just gives a little more damage. I found it to be fun. We do fight in Nebraska, but we don't really use the AA. So, take this instead. That's probably what I would do. Again, this build right here, it reflects what this ship is good at. And this ship is extremely good at brawling. So I took the secondary battery mod 2 to get the manuals and the autos, better range, better dispersion. You could also go for this. Also very fine. I mean, Tirpitz dispersion, IGNIS PURGATIO dispersion, kind of meh. But secondary battery modification 2, that's what I picked. I will say this though, when playing this ship, I found the guns to be relatively accurate compared to what I remember German ships. So there might be some buffs to the accuracy on this ship. But let's get right into the game and see how she performs. So, here we are, and you can see there's 3 ship smashes. I think these are all rentals. And, I mean, I have to admit, I do like it when you see so many rentals out there, especially when they're battleships and they're inclined to, incentivized to brawl. Well, please, come close to me as much as you want, guys, because that is what this thing likes to do. Now, we talked about the Cross of Thorn yesterday, which is an Odin copy. Just like in the same case with Tirpitz and Odin, Tirpitz is going to be way more tanky. You have bigger guns, 380 millimeters. So you are going to be able to punch pretty high above your weight. I would say probably there's nobody to punch up against. I mean, you're probably the heaviest ship here, I would imagine. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying that this is the big boy. If Odin is little brother, then, you know, little brother, he's fast. He can punch quite fast. He's quick, he turns quickly. Well, this is Big Brother. He punches slowly, but he punches for a long time. This skill you got is really, really nice because you have 4, like I said, and you can kind of use it all the time, which is what I'm going to do here. We're actually going to push into their spawn area just to see how much damage we can do. That's the way I played all these 3 ships, or 4 ships I mean. I went in and you know, tried to play it as the ship is intended to. So with the Ragnarok I was trying to farm damage, sniping. With the Odin and oh sorry, the Cross of Dorn and this thing, I'm trying to get into brawling range, trying to push, trying to utilize secondaries. Now you also get a radar, as you can see, which we are going to be using here in this clip. We got that Benson out there, yet again another Benson, who I don't think he knows I have a radar. But here we go. I'm going to activate my auto secondary skill, or my secondary skill, and we're gonna just try to, you know, do some damage here. So you can see we're hitting some targets. We're just kind of using all the weaponry we have. The secondaries are, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just normal Tirpitz secondaries. Again, the stats don't differ at all. It is the skills that differ. But a nice little citadel there, right into the ship smasher, and then we have a Benson right here coming for some torpedo strikes. So we're gonna instantly hit the, you know, reverse and then right rudder to try to dodge as much as possible here. He also dodges my torps, but I mean, look at my HP. This is what I mean when I'm saying this thing is the bigger brother. Cross of Dorn would have been way less HP here, way more unhealthy than Tirpitz is. We lost approximately, what, 20k? Pretty bad, but still, it could have been a lot worse. And here you can see, at these distances, man, you don't stand a chance. Now, obviously, you also have torpedoes, just like a Tirpitz would. So, remember to utilize those. They're not as long range as the Cross of Dorn or Odin, so you're stuck with the standard 5km range here. But yeah, Benson, he apparently dodges that, and boom, the Hambone and Luchuan gets it. So now we're just going to go towards the enemy. Now, what do I think about this ship? Actually, quite a funny story. I got this thing way back when the first Warhammer event was there. And I think I completely forgot about it, because I remember a couple weeks ago on stream, somebody asked me to play it. And I was like, I don't have that ship. And then I checked my account, and I actually turned out I had it. So I've played this for a little bit, some years ago, and what I remember back then was I thought this is just a straight up better Tirpitz, and that is really what it is. You don't have a sonar, you get a radar instead. You don't get secondary overload, but you get this crazy skill for the Emperor, and you get 4 of it. So I say it's a very, very good upgrade. The tankiness, you know, the feeling of sailing a Bismarck class battleship feels good, and that's what it feels like to play this. I can almost kind of compare it to playing Tirpitz and Bismarck back before, you know, all the other battleships come out. Really way back in the day, 2019 or 20, when these things came out. The original German battleships. That's what it feels like to play this. And for that reason, I'm gonna give this also an 8 out of 10. For me, this is a really fun ship, just like Cross of Dorn. And if you remember from my video yesterday, I said I take everything into account. Relevancy in the meta, how strong is this ship, how survivable is this ship, DPM, all that kind of stuff. And when I'm looking at Ragnarok, 6.5 is fair, because it's a good ship, but it's kind of boring. When you compare it to Cross of Dorn, you can see, okay, Cross of Dorn is also fun. It's a gimmicky ship that works. Gets an 8. Same situation here. I think Cross of Dorn or IGNIS PURGATIO is just a, you know, personal preference type deal. You can see we're brawling all of the enemies here in their spawn. We are gonna die here in a second, but still, the tankiness, man. So if you're into tanky battleships that can also brawl, IGNIS is for you. If you're into the more quick, fast, maneuverable type stuff, then you gotta get the Cross of Dorn. I don't think we get this Iowa here, unfortunately. I will send my torps out just in case the Luchuan doesn't get him, but it looks like he does. So 109k, we could have done a lot more, but we were the brunt or focus of this attack, and that is what you do. I mean, that's a German battleship in a nutshell. You take the lead and you do your best. So I think we're pretty much just looking at the spectator mode here. I think maybe I might be out looking at my phone or something. But that is going to be it for this video. It's a short one, short and sweet. You guys just need to know the ins and out, and this is a recommendation for me. I mean, all of these ships are a recommendation, but especially for the brawlers out there, IGNIS PURGATIO is nice. And if you miss playing your Tirpitz, well, Wargaming have been, I'm joking here, Wargaming have been so nice to make a copy that's even better. Oh, we love that in this game, don't we? That's going to be it for me and for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned, tomorrow we'll be looking at the last one, the Ship Smasher. I love you guys, I'll see you in the next video. My name has been Boblyn, aka Pampeloon, and I am signing out.